When asked about the siren song, Odysseus says it was a delicious itch. You want to scratch, but you find it under the skin and you cannot reach it. Clinically, the reason you cannot reach that itch is because you are trying to scratch a phantom limb. The sirens aren't singing about reality here. They are weaponizing your own abandoned potential and your deepest unmet needs. When you're trauma bonded, your brain is running on intermittent reinforcement. You aren't addicted to the person, you are addicted to the hope of who they promise to be. The itch under your skin is not love, it is cognitive dissonance. It is the agonizing psychological gap between the beautiful fantasy that you wanted and the reality of what is currently destroying you. Going back to a toxic dynamic doesn't scratch that itch, it just deepens the wound. Tying yourself to the mast isn't just about willpower, it is an act of radical grief. It is forcing your nervous system to sit in the agony of the reality until the illusion of who you thought they were finally dies. If you are wondering why an intelligent, self aware person would ever untie themselves and steer back into the rocks, you have to understand trauma reenactment. Your nervous system is absolutely terrified of the unknown. To a traumatized brain, a familiar hell feels much safer than an unfamiliar heaven. You go back because your subconscious believes that if you can just get it right this time, if you can finally get them to change their song, you can retroactively heal the original wound. So, how do you actually survive being tied to the mast? First, somatic tracking. When the itch hits, your logic center shuts down. You have to drop into your body. Where is the panic sitting? Breathe into that physical discomfort without trying to fix the story. Second, you need a reality anchor. The sirens only sing about the good parts, and in psychology, we call this euphoric recall. You need to write down a brutal, factual list of exactly why you left before the craving hits. When the song starts playing, you read the list and force your brain out of that fantasy into your reality. Third, you outsource your prefrontal cortex. Odysseus did not tie himself to the mast, he had his crew do it and ordered them to ignore his screams. When your nervous system is dysregulated, you cannot trust your own judgment. You have to externalize the boundary, hand your phone to a friend, call your therapist, rely on a safe person who will absolutely refuse to untie the ropes. Healing is not about never wanting to go back. Healing is expanding your capacity to sit with that excruciating discomfort of withdrawal, using your tools until the illusion finally dies. The song will pass. Do not untie the ropes.